question is, why did you pick this specialty? Why did you pick pediatrics, internal medicine, surgery, etc.? The underlying meaning here and what they're kind of really asking is, show me what you know about this field and what research you've done. It's really easy for people to just, apply to family medicine because that's all they think they're going to get into. The program wants to know that this is something you're actually interested about, and it's something you've done the research to learn about. It's really easy for a lot of applicants to screw this up and end up falling into cliches. And I'll give you a few examples. A lot of applicants in pediatrics will say, I love working with kids. A lot of the surgery applicants will say, I love working with my hands. That's a given. You wouldn't have applied to these fields if those things weren't true. To me, that doesn't show that you've done your research or given a lot of in-depth thinking about why you really want to go into this field. The best way I think to answer this question is use 3 things that attracted you to this field and use examples of those things. So for pediatrics, you could say, I really like being involved much earlier in care. I could be a much larger part of preventative care. I felt like in internal medicine and other rotations, I was often managing complications. In pediatrics, I was able to get involved in a child's care very early on and prevent some of these diseases that we see so much of later in life. I also felt pediatrics was very intellectually stimulating because a lot of these patients were clinically naive, and I was able to look at them not with a huge past medical history, but rather as a fresh case where we were working to diagnose them, and not everyone knew what was going on, and a lot of the younger children couldn't even communicate what was wrong to us. That's just one example of how you would answer these types of questions. So make sure whatever your field you are applying to, that you've done the research and know about the field, and you don't end up falling into the cliches that, you picked pediatrics because you like kids, or you picked internal medicine because it was the most broad field, or you didn't really know what you want to do. Make sure you give concrete answers showing you really did your research and understand these fields. In the next video, I'll be discussing another common question that applicants often struggle with. As always, all of this information is available within the course in a lot more detail, including the full-length video, PDFs, PowerPoints, and a lot more material. If you have any questions or any comments, be sure to leave a comment below.